This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shoshina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news earlier this week, we told you about challenges at the St. Paul's Methodist College, which has delayed the opening of the new academic year at that institution. Well, tonight we can tell you that the school has found an alternative location to operate from over the next few months. In this report, Sabrina Brown talks with the head of the school's board about the changes that are being made and the way forward.
Contrary to the news that we have heard on the streets and the rumors out there, St. Paul's Methodist College is not closing down.
Acting chairman of the board at St. Paul's Methodist College, Reverend Theophilus Roll, says the school will be relocated to the Royal Palm Resort on the Mall Drive for the first term of this school year to allow major renovations to be carried out due to an infestation of mold and structural problems.
School will be opening this coming Monday. We will be beginning at the church, and we're asking all the parents and guardians to ensure that your children are at the church, at the facilities at St. Paul's Methodist Church, Beachway Drive, and East Sunrise Highway, where a service of thanksgiving will be held to begin the new school year. We're asking you to be here at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and we invite parents and guardians as well to join us for this occasion.
Reverend Roll says a contractor has been identified and the renovation project is expected to cost over $500,000.
We are preparing as well to have major work done to the bathroom facilities, major work done to the floors. All the floors will basically be retiled, and ceramic tiles will be placed on all of the floors in the building. Electrical work, some electrical work which has been done over the years. This work is going to be improved as well going forward for the school, and so we're looking at major renovations at St. Paul's Methodist College.
He says this situation has highlighted the need for a more stringent maintenance program.
We definitely need to look at going forward, putting in place a team to ensure that we can continue to have ongoing maintenance and upkeep of the school going forward.
He thanked parents, staff, and the wider community for their support during this difficult time. And although the school has seen a decline in enrollment since last year, Roll says he is confident that the 50-year-old institution will rebound. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Sabrina. Well, one school is reporting an increase in enrollment tonight. As Italia Hall reports, Sunland Baptist Academy is boasting of a smooth opening process this week and a number of major accomplishments during the last term.
Sunland Baptist Academy ready for the new 2015-2016 school year. Principal of the institution, Merton King, says all of the classrooms and teachers are prepared and ready to go. The school is focusing on a theme from the book of Jeremiah this year.
We're trying to get our children to understand that God is watching over us, what we do. We ask them to make their goals, set their personal goals for the year, and that the Lord will be watching to make sure that whatever their plans are and whatever the goals of Sunland is, that we are watchmen.
King says there is no secret as to how well Sunland has done in all areas of the arena. Sunland has the National Primary School Student of the Year, the Teacher of the Year for Grand Bahama. They are the champions for softball and basketball and has done extremely well in the national examinations.
So our goal this year is basically that of all the other years. We always try to lift the level of the academics, the sports, to the next level. This year, though, unfortunately, we are a little behind in our planning for, the infrastructure of the computer. We're trying to get computers in the hands of each child.
She adds that there are sufficient teachers and the enrollment of students is slightly up this year.
Our enrollment, I believe, is slightly up this year. We have each up to yesterday. We're just a little over the 600 mark, but there are some children who are starting on Monday, so we're going to be higher than we were last year.
King notes that Sunland has come a long way and had a number of upgrades.
It took a lot of hard work. And I believe we have the best parents in the whole wide world, because when it comes to fundraising and all the rest of it, they're there. They work with us. We were able to raise sufficient funds to put in the hurricane shutters that we have. And so we are thankful for that. We are in early plans for fundraising this year. And, I'm just hoping that my parents are going to do just what they did last year, supporting us every step of the way.
The end goal for Sunland Baptist Academy is to ensure that they end stronger this year than the year before. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
And over on the island of Abaco, a learning institution is promoting one word, and that's excellence. Megan Shepard explains.
Abaco Central High School continuing minor construction work in preparation for the reopening of the school year. Despite the work being carried out, Principal Ricardo Ferguson says that new students are expected to be on campus this week for orientation, but school officially reopens on September 7th.
The construction work is going fine. We anticipate being ready for when school starts on Monday. The inside of the classrooms, teachers are preparing, so things are going well.
Enrollment is still going on at the institution. Ferguson says he is projecting an increase as a number of students are transferring from various other islands. He says going into the new school year, there is one goal in mind.
Definitely our number one goal for this year is improving students' achievement. We're looking for a 10% increase over what we had last year, and that is our main focus for this year. We have mentioned that to our teachers, we will mention it to our students, and as the year progresses, we will continue pressing so everyone would understand that our goal is student achievement.
Abaco Central High is the reigning junior Junkanoo champions. Ferguson says they plan to continue their legacy this school year, as well as excel in other extracurricular activities.
Last year we did fairly well in sports-wise. Miss Janor took a group of kids and they took part in the IAAF competition. Basketball, we took part in the Hugh Campbell. So we're going along that same route, but we're looking to get our intramural program going so we can get our kids involved in a lot of things. They say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we want to try to get the kids loose and get their minds flowing.
Ferguson says they had no major challenges while preparing for the opening of the school year, thanks to the Ministry of Education, the school board, and overall staff dedication. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Well, it's a competition that began before school closed for the summer. The Queen's Essay competition to all students over the Commonwealth. 2 students from Mary Star of the Sea Academy participated among 13,000 students from across the world, and they achieved a silver and bronze medal. Vice Principal Sue Lynn McRae says she is extremely proud of this achievement.
I think it's wonderful that we can show that we are on par with the rest of the world, and also we can show that our education does work. At the Academy, at Mary Star Academy, we feel that communication is key. You need to be able to write and speak in your own language and be able to do it creatively.
Now, students Rain LaFleur and Janai Pinder said it was an amazing experience and shared their stories.
I wrote about, my topic was when I'm old, and I got help from my teacher, Miss Roll, and it was like what I think the world would be like when I'm old, like how technology will advance and medicines and scientists and stuff.
Well, my topic was I Am the Future. It shows about how the future is in our hands and it depends on what we do to guarantee us a good life in the future.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. In news from the crime beat, police officials making an interesting discovery early Thursday morning. According to reports, police acting on information discovered on board a white and red vessel moored in the Allenstown area 14 Cuban immigrants, 9 adult males, 2 adult females, 2 juvenile males, and 1 juvenile female. They were all taken into police custody, and police say they all appeared well. They were later handed over to Immigration Authority, and investigations into this matter continues. Meantime, the winners in the Junkanoo Summer Festival competition expected to be announced this evening at Sunset Village in 8 Mile Walk. The categories include music, choreography, costume, and the grand prize for the overall performance. Now, the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and the Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board, they're inviting the wider public to attend this event. And the Grand Bahama Shipyard continuing its community efforts, donating to several organizations and high schools on the island. COO and Acting President Ruben Bird says this year's annual fishing tournament was extremely successful and allowed the company to be even more generous in the donations. Director of Human Resources and Community Relations Catherine Smith adds that the company is constantly seeking ways to assist young people.
The Grand Bahama Children's Home, who we know is very needy here. We gave them $14,000 towards their cause to feed the 33 children that they have there and help pay some of their bills monthly. Also, the Grand Bahama Youth Choir received $14,000 for improvements to the synagogue that they have.
We also did have in our donation budget from the fishing tournament an opportunity to donate to two of the public schools on Grand Bahama outside of 8 Mile Rock, which would have been Sir Jack Haywood and St. George's High. And particularly, most of the apprentices that we get come from those two schools. And they have a very strong technical program, and so we're very pleased to support them.
Now, the recipients were extremely grateful for the monetary donations. This is not the first time the Grand Bahama Shipyard has reached out to support their efforts with young people.
The donation is from the shipyard is to go towards the technical studies, and actually this year we are going to reintroduce our welding program. We haven't had a teacher for the past 4 years, and we were just wondering what are we going to do, because we need supplies, we need equipment, and so this is very timely. We're going to put it towards the welding program. We're getting a welding teacher this year coming in from Cuba.
This donation from the Grand Bahama Shipyard, which we are most grateful for, is the second major one they've done, and we are using this one in particular to renovate the area that the youth choir had leased for several years, and we've already done a lot of work in there. And the students in the summer camp were able to use that area for the month.
Today we are showing a brand new bus that they were very instrumental in assisting us with getting. Over the years they've assisted with lawnmower, school supplies, necessary repairs. So we are very grateful to Mr. Bird and Mrs. Catherine Smith for their assistance and involvement with the 8 Mile Rock High School.
And now it's time to ask the doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Margaret asks, I've been told that I have gallstones. My doctor would like to remove them, but I have never had an operation and I don't want to start now. Do I really need to have my gallstones taken out? Margaret, I encourage you to explain your hesitation to your doctor during your next visit. But thanks for your question. Gallstones are hard deposits that form in your gallbladder, which is a small pear-shaped organ on the right side of your belly, just beneath your liver. It holds a fluid called bile that's released in your small intestines to help you digest your food. Most of the time, people with gallstones present with no symptoms. However, if a gallstone lodges in a duct and causes a blockage, signs and symptoms may result. Then it is most likely that your doctor will recommend gallbladder removal. Symptoms associated with gallstones include rapid and intense pain in the upper right portion of your abdomen or back pain between your shoulder blades that may move to your right shoulder. More serious symptoms that may be a sign of complications include abdominal pain so intense that you cannot sit still or find a comfortable position, yellowing of your skin and the whites of your eyes, or high fever with chills. Gallstone pain may last several minutes to a few hours. If you have any of these symptoms or any other symptoms that concern you, visit your doctor for a thorough exam. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Ricardo Liborn has a check on sports when we come back.
Everybody, and welcome to Sports. I'm Ricardo Liborn. Sherelle Lockhart is over there at Freeport News, and she's celebrating her birthday tonight. Cake and ice cream galore for me tonight. Yes, Sherelle, guess what? Sheena started her diet today. Tough turkey. 43rd Annual Central American and Caribbean Bodybuilding Championship returns to the Bahamas this month. Kimberly Mulling spoke to some of the female athletes headed down there. They're going to represent Grand Bahama.
The Bahamas Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation will host the 2015 CAC Bodybuilding Championships later this month, marking the 6th time the event has been held in the country. Here in the north, athletes are busy preparing for their trip to Paradise Island. Veteran Tamika Tammy Stubbs says even though CAC will be her third show for the 2015 bodybuilding season, she is preparing as though it was her very first performance ever.
The Northern Bahamas in July, and the National just gone in August. Now September is the next show. So, it's a mentally thing and a mind thing. So, 3 shows back to back is it's kind of, I'll say, not easy, but you just have to be, have a good mind and stay focused, and just try to push and strive through the end.
Having switched divisions this year from a lightweight, Tammy, a 2011 and 2012 CAC gold medalist, is looking to bring home another win for Team Bahamas.
Last year was my first time I've done figure, that's body fitness. So now, last year I transformed my body from the bodybuilding look, and I got 5th last year overall in CAC, B class. Now, I think my body has set now, from that bodybuilding look, muscularly to a nice tone, chemistry, and I feel that I'm going to do very well.
More than 400 athletes from 41 countries are expected to participate in the CAC Championships this year, and the overall winners will earn their pro card. Competing for some 10 years, Lakeisha Miller is hoping to earn her pro card. She says preparation is key.
It starts with cardio in the morning at 4:30, and weight training, go to work, come back, training in the evenings. It all starts in the lab, inside the gym, training, food preparations, training programs, nutrition programs. That's where it all starts.
When the Bahamas last hosted the championships in 2008, Team Bahamas won the overall title. The Bahamas has also won the overall title 8 times. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Total Sports.
And the dates for that is going to be September 24th through the 27th at Atlantis. And one of these days, our Shashina Roll will have a body like that. One day. Okay, members of the YMCA gearing up for the start of a flag football development league here on Grand Bahama, and Natalia Hall has got the 411.
The YMCA is starting their flag football league this month. The program is for kids from ages 7 to 14. Assisting the league will be Mike Thurston and Karen Pinder Johnson, who are no strangers to the sport. They both have committed in producing the program that will be effective for young persons on Grand Bahama, allowing them to learn the proper play of flag football.
This particular program will be designed to teach how to play flag football. I'll talk about the hours that we're looking to commence the program. The program is scheduled to start the 12th of September, which is a meet and greet session.
2 sessions will be held on Saturdays, and only 30 persons will be allowed in each group.
This will be done to ensure that the quality of what is taught is received by the participants, allowing the league to grow.
The league will run for 8 weeks, and Thurston says they will concentrate on the specific areas.
Because quarterbacks, you're gonna wide receivers, and we're gonna just dig into the actual fundamentals of those positions.
Coordinators say they encourage each parent to make sure kids be in place from day one, as the start of the program is just as important as the end. It's Talia Hall, ZNS Total Sports.
And I'll tell you what, Sheena's upset tonight. She says that her body is better than those ladies, and she'll prove it to you tomorrow. Okay, that's it for sports tonight.